Hello everyone and welcome to Hinchingbrooke School. My name is Mr. Patterson and it's my privilege to be the principal at Hinchingbrooke. Starting secondary school is a big change in your life. Hopefully you are excited to be joining us. We are certainly excited to welcome you to this great school and we're looking forward to meeting you face to face as soon as we can. Do you also feel a bit nervous about this big change? If you do, that's entirely natural. It's okay. We're here to help you. That's our job. The thing I love most about this school is the people who work here. The wonderful teachers and support staff who will go the extra mile every day to make sure you are both happy and successful. And of course, our great students who leave the school as well-rounded young people who are ready to take their next steps. I also love the wide range of opportunities we provide. There's so much to get involved in beyond your normal lessons here. Hinchingbrooke students willingly accept the values of hard work, high standards, and kindness. And they show these great qualities every day. That's what we will expect from you too. If you work hard at Hinchingbrooke, if you rise to high standards, and if we all treat each other with kindness, you will be both happy and successful at Hinchingbrooke. We focus on three things at Hinchingbrooke: how learning works and how we learn well, how we should teach you so you can learn well, and of course, how everyone behaves. Because great behaviour is the best foundation for great learning. We're really looking forward to working with you from September, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all.
Hello everyone. So my name's Mr. Milner. I'm the head of Year 7 and Transition Manager. It's a shame we can't have you in the hall with us, but obviously for COVID reasons that's not possible today. I'd just like to speak to you a little bit about the transition process and just really give you an idea of what we have to offer as a school. Now, I appreciate that the last year or so hasn't been easy, and obviously making a decision about your child's future education is a massive one, particularly when perhaps you haven't been able to do the things that you want to do to investigate exactly what schools offer. So I do want to give you a little bit of a taster of some of the things that we offer at Hinchingbrooke. Because for the first time this year, we've actually got 12 forms, because we are fortunate to have 350 children joining us. And also, they're in mixed forms, in the sense that they are representative of all 5 houses within one form, which we've never done before. So that's going to be interesting for everybody. So we're trying to bond them as a tight unit, as a form, but equally we also want them to have that identity as part of their house, which is still a very, very important part of coming to Hinchingbrooke School. Their tutor will be both their first port of call, but also your first port of contact come September. We know that they're still going to be anxious, and we know that over the summer, that anxiety, certainly towards September, it might come back. What I would advise for that, because obviously as a parent I'm sure you want to try and support your child so that they don't feel that way, is during the last couple of weeks of August, that sort of time, take a walk to Hinchingbrooke or accompany them, perhaps if they are biking to school, and just do that journey with them. Obviously, if they're on a bus, you could perhaps take them in a car. At least they get the same sort of sense that this is the journey that I'm going to take. And it just really helps with that last few moments of nerves that everyone experiences. But as I say, the overriding feeling is they're excited and they're looking forward very much to joining us in September properly. So we have a very thorough and well-respected tutorial programme. They have set days for certain things, which we've kind of gone through a little bit, certainly do a lot more in September. When we'll also, in the first day, have them, and they'll just be on their own for that day. So we'll only have Year 7 in the school. So that's always a great day. We get another opportunity to do a quick tour. We can talk to them about timetables and all that sort of stuff. So again, they don't need to be nervous. We've still got lots and lots of opportunities to make sure that they are very aware and very knowledgeable about how the school works, about the school day, about the timetables, etc. So we've organised your child into one of 12 forms, as I said, and for the first time, these forms are titled by the year group, so 7, then 2 letters which represent their tie colour, which is their year group as well, because every year group has their own specific tie colour. So for your child, it will be 7, SI, and then obviously 1 to 12. So 7, SI 1, 7, SI 2, etc. So that's the new way of doing things. As I said earlier, there's going to be about 6 or so from every house within the form. And we've tried where possible to make sure there are at least 2 students from every primary school. Now, clearly, when the primary school is only sending 1 child, it's quite difficult. We tend not to try and split them in half. It doesn't go down well. So they will be on their own. But I wanted to rest their minds at ease, if you like, in that I was a student here. And I came from a very small school which was out of catchment, and I was the only one. So I was the only person from that primary school, and probably within a few hours I felt part of a team. I loved my form group. I loved being in my house group as well. And obviously the best way to address some of those things is to take part in as many activities, things like clubs and stuff, as you can possibly do. So just throw yourself into it. Because at the end of the day, you get out of Hinchingbrooke what you put in. And if you do and you want to take part in everything, we've got so much to offer. That would be my biggest, plea to a lot of the children, is that just join everything. Just try and join as many things. Try all these new things out. You'll get to know people so much quicker than you would otherwise. So that's, again, trying to sort of ease people's concerns. We also, in terms of the curriculum, we have a curriculum group, which is separate from their form group. So they'll be in a group of 30 children-ish to go onto their curriculum classes, which is English, science, geography, history, etc. And then they'll be in another group, which will be of about 25, where they'll do their creative lessons, so things like drama, music, and art and things like that. There are some crossovers, so there might be 2 or 3 children that have all their lessons together, but that's quite rare. So again, within a few days in September, they'll get to know up to 50, 60 new students very, very quickly, because they'll be in lessons with them at least part of the day. We are also fortunate enough to have another class, which is a nurture class, which have their lessons in a specified, or at least their curriculum lessons, like English and geography, in a specific classroom, so they don't move around the site. So there are a small group of children who we feel will benefit, and obviously you will know if your child is part of that group, and that's been hugely successful since we launched that a couple of years ago. Communication is key for everything that we do. We're a team. We're a team with yourselves, and obviously we're a team with the children. So it's kind of that triangle, really, of the parents, the child, and the staff. And we can't work without that communication. So we do rely very heavily on you talking to us. And that's absolutely fine. You can talk, if there's a subject-specific query, to obviously the subject teachers. And the only difference between that email that I just read out and the subject teacher's email is you just put the initials instead of lower school at the front. So it's very, very straightforward. And all those details will be at the front of your child's planner, which they'll bring home in September on their first day. We would much prefer that you contact us directly. So I guess you hear from the horse's mouth what the issues are or what the concerns are, or you get the actual answer from us, rather than, which unfortunately does happen, I appreciate, with technology, social media. Obviously, I understand the need to vent sometimes. I understand that there's frustration sometimes. Of course there is. There's frustration in all walks of life. But we would much prefer that you come directly to us, and we'll try and, I guess, reassure you. We'll at least be honest with you. We'll give you the answers that you're looking for, as opposed to what occasionally happens, which is that rumours spread, and we don't want that to happen. Talking about social media just really quickly, obviously there are a lot of regulations set by, not us, but by the social media networks themselves in respect of age ranges and age groups. Obviously, if you choose to let your child use WhatsApp, Facebook, that's your choice. But that does go completely against their own regulations. And so I would urge you, if at all possible, that we work together and we don't allow the children to have those. But again, that's completely your choice. But from my experience, they unfortunately, in our year group, cause more problems than they help with. As I said right at the start, the first point of contact for any questions you have is the tutor. The details are on, as I say, on the first inside cover of your child's planner, or will be, the first couple of pages. So please make sure you do that. If the issue is more serious, then, as I say, by all means, contact me. My initials are DJM. Or if it's subject specific, as I've already mentioned, please contact the subject teacher directly. Mrs. Derbyshire is the wonderful lady who kind of runs the lower school office from an administration perspective, and she will be more than happy to help you out with any queries. If you wanted to request a meeting, we do ask that you try and book that ahead of time as opposed to come in, because we don't want to disappoint you. Obviously myself, I'm a teacher as well. I have a teaching commitment, as do tutors have a far greater teaching commitment, and they won't be able to, unfortunately, come to reception immediately if you had a question. So please try, if at all possible, to give us some notice, and we'll organise a meeting in person if that's what you require. We've also, as part of the lower school team, have Mrs. Pittock. She's a wonderful woman. I've worked with her for many years, and she's an excellent colleague as well as a friend. She is our student support officer, and her role is a non-teaching role whereby she will be obviously moving around the school, but primarily based in the transition hub office in lower school, where the children can go if they're concerned about absolutely anything, and she seems to work some sort of magic, not sure how she does it half the time, to sort a lot of their problems out. So that's another way to hopefully reassure your child that there's always someone available, all right? Obviously, they can come and talk to me, but I'll be teaching. Sometimes they talk to their tutor, but they'll be teaching. So if it happens that something happens during the day, it's the lower school or the transition office that they're going to go to, and Mrs. Pittock will work her magic with them there, all right? Our aim at Hinchingbrooke is to help children progress both academically and socially. So we do, obviously, as I said earlier as well, which I reiterate and apologise for that, we really want them to enrich themselves as much as possible with the extracurricular opportunities that we offer. I don't know of a school in the area that offers quite as many opportunities as we do, and so I would urge, if at all possible, that children just try something new, do something, not just the things that they're used to, not just perhaps the netball for the girls or the football for the girls or the boys, but trying something completely different that we offer, because they might find that that's their niche, that's the thing that they're actually amazing at, that they've not done before. We don't just have sports clubs either. We have lots and lots of other opportunities. We have gaming and modelling club. We have we have public speaking, which is a very popular club, creative writing and things like that. So it isn't just designed for those students who excel at sports. There's plenty of opportunities for everybody to take part. It's a good way of settling in and making lots of friends. On the first day in September, as I said, they will be part of just their own year group. So there's only actually year 12s come in on that day, because some of those are external people, and so they will come in, but they don't interact really with any of the year 7s, and they'll be the year 7s. So again, they have the whole site to themselves. We have lots of opportunities to get things logistically done, like make sure that they've got their photograph taken, so please make sure you send your child off looking nice and smart on their first day, because they'll have their photo taken. We also sort out their lunches, and we work some amazing system with fingerprints and stuff like that, which is always quite fun for the children to experience on their first day, paying with their finger, which is great. And yeah, we do all sorts of, again, getting to know you activities on that first day. So by no means is the taster day the end of the story in terms of kind of what we do. Equally, I would say that in terms of the transition process, it doesn't end when they arrive with us in September. The whole transition, it takes the whole year, not in the sense of them getting used to our school, but more in the sense that you continually transition through school from year 7, and then I will help them all the way through that with all the new experiences that they have, and then they'll join year 8, and again they'll have a new head of year and a new system, but hopefully their tutor will remain with them, and we try wherever possible for that tutor to remain with them to give them that continuity all the way through school. So just to finish off with, I've got some key dates. And obviously, these are going to be on our website. You're going to get lots of communication regarding those. But things like the Meet the Tutors evening, that's a really key event. And again, it's an opportunity to hear from both myself, some other key colleagues, such as the attendance officer, as well as Mr. Patterson, our principal, who will give you lots and lots of information about other things that the school offer, and the other things that the school how the school works rather. And in addition to that, you'll also, probably more importantly in some ways, you will hear from your child's tutor. And you'll get an opportunity to ask questions, an opportunity just to get an idea of how they've settled in. And that's going to take place towards the end of September. So I would urge, if at all possible, you come to that meeting. And then obviously we've got parents' evenings and various other different events during the year. Thank you very much for watching, for listening, and I look forward to seeing all of you at some point in the very near future. Thank you.
Hello Year 6, my name's Mr Pendlebury and I'm one of the assistant principals here at Hinchingbrooke School. Part of my job is to oversee a wide range of subjects. 3 of them you will study when you join us in September. They are maths, science and computer science. First, I'd like to talk about maths, which is obviously a big subject that you'll take not only in Year 7, but in your other years that you're part of Hinchingbrooke School. The maths department is full of a wide range of very passionate teachers, and they're going to build on your skills that you've developed at your primary schools that you've attended. They're going to take you through various subjects within maths, such as algebra, fractions and probability. And they're also going to teach you how to use the scientific calculator correctly. Some of you will also have the opportunity to take part in a national maths competition as well and see how well you do versus other schools in England. Moving on to the science department now, I know from my experience this is a very exciting subject for students to take when you get into Year 7. You're going to go to dedicated science labs, which is probably different to your classrooms you've had in your primary schools. The science department are going to teach you a wide range of skills that you'll need in practical activities, and you'll also do a wide range across biology, chemistry and physics. So for example, in biology we'll use the microscopes and you can actually look at your own cells. In chemistry we'll use Bunsen burners for a wide range of practicals, and in physics we'll use electrical equipment so you can make circuits and you can work out what happens when you add an extra bulb to a circuit, for example. That's just a snapshot. We'll obviously do more practicals in Year 7 and beyond. Now lastly, the subjects you'll take in Year 7 is computer science, which is a very important subject in the current world, and the computer science team are going to teach you how to code. They're going to take you through algorithms, and they're also going to introduce you to something called Python programming. You probably won't realise you're programming because you'll probably think that you're playing games, but you are learning the skills that you will need to go further in computer science in terms of coding. I also oversee 2 other areas, such as business studies and social sciences, but you won't study them in Year 7. You will pick them up in your GCSEs or your A-levels. I know it's a very brief description of the things I oversee, but I'm really looking forward to meeting you in September. I hope you have a lovely summer. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Global Faculty Year 6. My name is Mrs. Solvarizida. I'm assistant principal at Hinchingbrooke and I line manage the Global Faculty. So this faculty includes the following subjects: English, Religion, Philosophy and Ethics, also called RP, Modern Foreign Languages, and these 3 subjects are core, which means that you will have to study them for at least the next 5 years. And lastly, we also have history and geography as part of the global faculty. We are called global because we not only care about teaching you the content for each of these subjects, but in these lessons, we also aim to help you become excellent citizens of the world. As you will find out from the individual subject videos, we offer loads of exciting opportunities at Hinchingbrooke to help you learn more about the world you live in and to prepare you to be happy, knowledgeable, and successful ambassadors of the world. From teaching you how to speak a foreign language, either French or Spanish, to not only introducing you to the British history, but also other civilizations such as the Zulus, to exploring and understanding the main religions like Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism, as well as discovering about other countries such as Japan and learning about their development and ecosystems. And last but not least, to reading exciting texts like the Greek mythology, the Arthurian legend, Frankenstein, and others to help you develop your literacy skills and become fluent readers and writers. Every lesson is packed of opportunities to discover, share, debate, and expand your knowledge and understanding, as well as independent application, thanks to a team of outstanding, dedicated, and passionate teachers who cannot wait to work with you and help you gain the knowledge and skills that will equip you for whatever path you want to take in the future. I really hope you enjoy watching the other videos, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in September.
Hello Year 6, my name's Mr Pinder and I'm the Assistant Principal who looks after the 8 departments in the Creativity and Performance faculty. There are lots of really exciting subjects in my faculty and this video is going to give you a brief introduction to them. So here we go. Art is first. We are lucky to have 5 art classrooms with lots of facilities, including a kiln for making 3D work in clay. In Year 7 you will learn how to draw organic nature such as teasels and skills such as mark making and visual onomatopoeia. My next department is DT or Design Technology. You're going to study designers and architects and link these to design projects. For example, you're going to use Alessi Design to help when designing a shadow caster. You'll design a stand for your mobile phone and then a plate to cast the shadow using a laser cutter and our computer-aided design technology. We are one of only a few schools to have a purpose-built dance studio. Dance is a really popular subject at Key Stage 4, that's Year 9 onwards, but you can get involved from Year 7 too. Our dance clubs start in the October of Year 7 and you'll learn routines to perform at either our dance show in March or at Picnic at the House, our outdoor art show in July. In drama, you'll work towards your Bronze Arts Award during Year 7. This involves learning about live theatre, including how to review performances and performing yourself. We're planning a really exciting school variety performance for February 2020 and we're looking forward for you being part of this. In food and catering you'll have a mixture of theory and practical lessons. In the theory lessons you'll look at healthy eating and making sensible choices, as well as the impact on the production and consumption of food on the planet. The most fun things are of course making and eating the food. You can look forward to making pizza toast, crunchy fish sticks, mini carrot cakes, burgers, spicy bean burgers and fruit salad, all of which happen in Year 7. Another department in the faculty is Film and Media Studies. These subjects are only taught in Year 12 and 13 but are very popular. In film studies you'll learn how to review and analyse films to understand how and why they were made in a particular way, but you also get the chance to make your own films too. In music, you'll have a mixture of theory and practical lessons as well. You'll spend time working on keyboards and learning to play and understand music through playing the ukulele or the xylophone. As you progress through the school, you'll have access to our suite of Mac computers and use them to compose your own music. Music has lots of clubs too, including keyboard, pop choir and orchestra. For any students who want to learn an instrument or have an instrument, we have lots of visiting music teachers and can cater for almost any instrument. My final department is PE and Sport. We've got great facilities at Hinchingbrooke, including a recently built sports hall, swimming pool and AstroTurf. In Year 7 expect to learn rugby, netball, hockey, handball, athletics, lacrosse, cricket and swimming. We also have school teams and regularly play other schools, something really great to get involved in. I hope you've enjoyed that quick tour around my faculty. I look forward to seeing you all very soon.
My name is Beth McGregor and I started at Hinchingbrooke in 2015. I study biology, geography, art and EPQ. In my free time I like to swim and run and I really hope to study nursing at university next year.
Hello, my name is Ben LaRoche and I study physics, maths and further maths at Hinchingbrooke Sixth Form. In the future I'd really like to study particle physics at university, and in my free time I enjoy playing guitar and rowing at St Neots Rowing Club.
There are so many opportunities within Hinchingbrooke School for student leadership. There are whole school, subject specific, lower school, middle school and upper school. So when you start at Hinchingbrooke School, there are lower school committee opportunities. For example, Year 7 form reps, sport form reps and so many more. But you can also find eco teams, subject ambassadors. There will be something for you. As you gradually move up within school, you go through middle school, upper school, other opportunities open. For example, you could be a prefect. And then finally, you can come into sixth form, which is Year 13 and Year 12 options. There is a range of clubs at Hinchingbrooke School. There is something for everyone. I personally took part in debating, productions, and I even did dancing at Glastonbury. There is honestly something that you will enjoy and want to go to every so often.
There are many trips at Hinchingbrooke School, and although I haven't been on any of them due to COVID-19, I've heard some wonderful stories about many of the trips that have happened. For example, the Year 13 trip to Malaysia, the Year 10 trip to Dorset for geography, as well as Tate Modern for art. Also, the catering trip to China, I heard, was absolutely amazing. So throughout the school, there will be a trip that you will enjoy and make many memories with your friends.
So we have 5 houses within Hinchingbrooke School. I personally have always been in VZ. It's a house that I love and have worked so hard in. And I became a house captain in Year 12. The house system involves sports day, house assemblies, inter-house and some healthy competition. There are so many different ways to get involved in the house system. If sports isn't your thing, there's computer sides of things, there's art, there's anything you can think of, there is probably an inter-house in it. And the house system at Hinchingbrooke aims to prepare our students to participate, respect and collaborate and inspire. It is so much fun and it's something that you can really get involved in.
There are so many staff at Hinchingbrooke School. This may seem a little bit daunting at first, but I promise you, each and every one of them is here to give you the best possible experience of secondary school. Most of the staff are subject specialists, which means that they specialise in one subject, so that means that they have a very wide and vast knowledge of the subject that they teach. That means you can go to them at any time, and I promise you they will help you as best they can with any issues that you have, and they'll make your school experience the best that it can be. At Hinchingbrooke, there are so many opportunities to make new friends. For example, in the sixth form, there are common rooms where you can just hang out during your free periods or during lunch. There are games clubs, there are sports activities, there are inter-house competitions. At every opportunity, when you come to school, there will be friends to be made. Whether that's a small group, a big group, groups of friends mixing. There are so many friendly people. As an external student, I have made so many friends at Hinchingbrooke, so many more here than in my last school. At every opportunity, for example in sports clubs, in the sixth form, in the common room, at lunchtimes, all throughout the day there are opportunities to make new friends, and I think that's one of the really wonderful things about Hinchingbrooke.